Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. This is virtual class of Pakistan International School, Taif. I am Muhammad Yasin. This English class is for the students of grade 8. This is our 8th video lesson in this class today. We are doing chapter 2 of guided book 2. After today's lesson, we shall be able to develop better understanding of the passage given in this lesson. After this lesson, we shall be able to do exercises A, B, C, and D. These are first 4 exercises of this lesson. Let us start our exercise A. In this exercise, the instructions show list A contains words in the order in which they occur in the passage. For each one, find in list B a word or phrase of opposite meaning. Use your dictionary if necessary. Dear students, we have to join words given in list A with the words given in list B having opposite meaning. For example, feeble means weak. Opposite meaning is strong. We shall join feeble with strong. Let us do this exercise. I have written the words having opposite meaning exactly in front of the given words. For example, we shall join feeble with strong, neglect with care, curly with straight. Thankful is the opposite of ungrateful. Second part of this exercise is the same, but I have divided it into 2 parts to make it more visible. Lack will be joined with have plenty of. Active with passive. Disagreeable will join with agreeable. Opposite of knowledge is ignorance. Opposite of perfect is imperfect. Opposite of doubt is certainty. Opposite of deceit is sincerity. Opposite of dull is bright and interesting. We shall do this exercise like this. You know now in list B which word has opposite meaning of the words given in list A. You can join the words by drawing lines in your book also. As you like, you can do it. The main thing is you must know which word is opposite of the other. We have completed this exercise. Let us move to the next exercise. That is exercise B. Dear students, the first thing always is to look at the instructions and understand it. Try to understand it very clearly. In this exercise, we are said to give the nouns formed from these words. Some words are given to us and we are said to change them into nouns. We shall consider all these words one by one and change them into nouns. For example, the first word is ugly. Its noun will be ugliness. Noun of cruel will be cruelty. Noun of determined will be determination. The noun of ignorant will be ignorance. Noun of brutal will be brutality. The noun of horrified will be horror. Noun of hungry will be hunger. Noun of mixed will be mixture. This is the way to change given words into their nouns. Let us move to the next slide. Let us see what is over there. Dear students, this is exercise C. In this exercise, we are said to find these phrases in the passage. Notice where they are used and then use them in sentences of your own. Yes. First of all, what is there to do? We shall consider all these given phrases. They are here 6. First of all, we shall find them in our lesson one by one. Then we shall change them. We shall use them in our own sentences. Dear students, the first phrase given here is heart full of pity. Heart full of pity. Let us refer to our lesson and try to find out where it is given in our lesson. As we are said here to find these phrases in the passage. The first thing is to find it in our passage. Then we shall use it in our sentence. Let us refer to the passage given in our lesson. If we look in our lesson, we find this phrase here, heart full of pity. Heart full of pity. This page is the second page, which is about Do the Boys Hall. This is boarding hall, where boys are used to stay at night, sleep over there, dress over there, eat over there. With his heart full of pity, Nicholas stood in wonder that such a school could exist. In fact, it was unbelievable for Nicholas to see the boys in such a poor condition. This is written about Nicholas. Let us move to our exercise and use this phrase in our own sentence. Yes, students, we can make any sentence. For example, I have given here a sample sentence for you. You can change it, you can leave it, use of your own. What I have written, my heart was full of pity when I saw a beggar. Let us move to the next phrase. Next one is one by one. Before using it in our own sentence, we have to look it in our passage. Let us refer to the passage given in our lesson. One by one is mentioned here. The boys came up to her one by one, and she pushed the large spoon into one mouth after the other, determined that each should have his full share. Dear students, to find out these phrases in the lesson means when you will be doing it, you will review the lesson, main point of the lesson. You can see when we are looking at one by one, we are reading the whole sentence and we are trying to understand what is the meaning of this. in which context it is used. In this way, we shall review the whole lesson. One by one means one after the other. Let us move to the exercise to use it in our own sentence. The students got out of the classroom one by one. As I told you before, you can make the sentences of your own. Not necessary it is to write the same ones which I am writing here. Let us move to the next phrase. The next phrase is his full share. His full share means his full right, what he deserves. Let us move to the not necessary it is what he deserves. Full share means when something is distributed among some people, everyone gets his share, but sometimes they don't like, as we see here. Mrs. Squeers is determined to give everyone his full share, but as the food is bitter, food is of bitter taste, no one wants to like it, but she is determined. Anyway, his full share means his full right. Let us look it in the passage where it is written. Yes, dear students, here is written, the boys came, it is the same place, one by one. She pushed the large spoon into one mouth after the other, determined that each should have his full share. Yes, let us use it in our sentence now. Everyone was given his full share from his father's property. Everyone was given his full share from his father's property. You can write any other sentence also. The next phrase is used to it. Used to it means habitual. Habitual means the thing sometimes which looks odd to us, but after some time when we do it again and again, see it going on again and again, we becomes used to it. It does not look odd to us, which looks odd in the beginning. That is used to it. Let us look in the passage and try to find out what is the context in which this phrase is used in our lesson. Yes, students, it is here. It looked rather like hot sawdust. The porridge which the boys were given to eat was looking like hot sawdust. It was not cooked properly, but the boys seemed used to it as they sat down. What does it mean? It was given to them every day, and they were used to it now. It was not looking to them like sawdust. They have nothing to eat other than that. They were used to it and were using it, were eating it. Yes, now we shall use it in our own sentence. That can be, she has got used to it, but I am not. She has got used to it, but I am not. Next phrase is in a solemn voice. In a solemn voice is used here. Then Mr. Squeers said in a solemn voice. Solemn voice means not excited, not happy, not smiling, while being rude, unkind. He said, for what we have received, may the Lord make us truly thankful. After this, he went away to have his own breakfast. Yes, our neighbor treated us in a solemn voice. Next one is took their places. Took their places means go back to their own places. Where it is used here in our lesson, after half an hour, Mr. Skeers came back and the boys took their places and their books. Took their places means went to their places. Let us write a sentence by using it. The students took their places after entering the classroom. After entering the classroom. Dear students, we have completed this exercise. What did we do in this exercise? We were given 6 phrases. First of all, we found them in our lesson. After looking their use in the lesson, we have used them in our own sentences. This exercise is over. Let us move to the next exercise. Dear students, next exercise is to write the answers of the given questions. This is exercise D. We shall read all the questions one by one, then we shall write their answers. Look up the word evidence in your dictionary. What evidence did Nicholas see of the boy's ill treatment? In this question, first of all, we are said to find out the meaning of the word evidence in dictionary. Then we are said to find out the evidence which Nicholas saw of the boy's ill treatment. When we look this word in the dictionary, we find its meaning sign or proof of something. Sign of something or proof of something. What does evidence means? Evidence means sign or proof of something. Now we shall answer the second part of this question. Nicholas saw that the boys looked thin and unhealthy, and their eyes looked dull and sad. Dull and sad. Yes, students, we have seen also when he watched the students, he found them thin, feeble, he found their bones twisted, he found them unhealthy. They were not moving here and there, they were not jumping, playing, shouting, calling, running behind each other. These are the qualities of healthy children. He did not find any of them among them. What did he see? He saw that the boys looked thin and unhealthy, and their eyes looked dull and sad, not bright. Yes, students, let us move to the next question. Next question is, Mrs. Squeers was determined that each boy should have his full share. Why she was so determined that everyone should get his own share, his full share? Yes, she was determined that everyone should get his full share because the medicine made the boys lose their appetite. Lose their appetite means they will become less hungry, so they would eat less. They would eat less. This is the thing. This is the cruelty. She was a cruel woman, that she was looking to give them less food Let us move to the next question. Question number 3. Smike had been told to fit some new shoes on a small boy. What do you think was the name of the boy? Dear students, Smike we have discussed before. Smike is the name of the boy who is older than all other boys. Mr. Squeers and Mrs. Squeers use him as their personal servant. For example, at this time, they have set him to fix the new shoes to their son. Yes. Question is, Smike had been told to fit some new shoes on a small boy. What is the name of that boy? The name of that boy is Wackford Squeers. Wackford Squeers is the name of that boy. Let us move to the next question. To whom do you think the shoes belonged? Yes, we know the shoes belong to one of the new boys, the boy who came the day before. These were his shoes. And he recognized his shoes also, but he was standing over there quietly. He could not say, these are mine. Anyway, let us move to the next question. What is sawdust, dear students? Sawdust is the shaving of wood. Shavings of wood. Dear students, when we want to use a piece of wood, we try to plane it, make holes in it. We want to cut it into pieces by using a saw. Saw is a tool that is used to cut piece of wood. When we do it, when we carve a piece of wood, make a hole in it or cut it, some powder-like wood is produced. That is called sawdust. What we have written here, sawdust is the shavings of wood. This is wooden powder. You can write any one of these meanings. First of all, it should be clear to you what it means exactly. Let us move to the next question. Question number 6 is, would you describe Squeers as an educated man? Give a reason for your answer. Our answer will be no. Squeers seems to be uneducated because he misspells simple words like window and botany. He is telling the spellings of window and botany which are wrong. That is why we shall not consider him an educated person. He seems us to be uneducated. Yes, students, let us move to the next question. Next question is, we use a practical way of teaching. What was the real purpose of Squeers' system of education? Squeers wanted to get the boys to work around the school so that he would not have to pay for the work to be done. Yes, he wanted the boys to do the work because when the students do the work, Mr. Squeers does not have to pay for that work. But if he calls someone from outside, he has to pay for that. That is why he was saying this is practical way of education. Exactly, he does not want to pay for that work to anyone other, That is why he keep the boys engaged to do the work in school, to clean the windows, to weed the garden, to rub the horse, or things like that. He has no servant in his school to do such type of things. That is why he keep the students engaged in his school. Dear students, we have completed this exercise. This was to answer the questions given in it. Dear students, in your homework you will do all these exercises once again. A, B, C and D. I shall show you the exercises here, as some of you don't have the books. You can see this is exercise A. In this exercise, you have to join the words given in list A with the words given in list B having opposite meaning. This is your exercise A. I'll show you exercise B and C. These are B and C. In exercise B, you are said to make the nouns from these given words. You will change them into nouns. In exercise C, first of all, you will find these phrases in the lesson, then you will use them in your own sentences. This is exercise C. This is exercise D. In this exercise, you have to answer all these questions which we did in our today's lesson. Dear students, that is all from our today's lesson. See you later in another lesson. Goodbye.